Welcome to Eyes of Saemyth, session 12. We're going to get straight back into it as you guys are just about to hit combat, but who would like to give us a recap of what happened last session? On Sinza.
It's me, Sinza, your lovable lichen. Fuck. I didn't even think that I was gonna wait. In our last session of Eyes of Saemyth, we had some deep and meaningfuls. Sinza was revealed to be a lichen, and there was a bit of tension and say strange party atmosphere with some of the secrets that were being held. We fought a wyvern. We didn't fight away a wyvern. We avoided a wyvern, which Kaiden very carefully tried to tame.
Brittany.
Is it Brittany?
Brittany.
The wyvern. Brittany, the wyvern. And we made our way closer to our destination of 𝘏𝘪𝘧𝘵, kind of making camp, having those harder conversations to try and bring the party back together. Lyre revealed a little bit about what he was working on in terms of draining power or sources of energy from individuals. And on Sinza's watch, she noticed a pair of eyes from the surrounding forest, and a bunch of poachers leapt from the sidelines to confront the party, and that's where we left off.
Nice and succinct, taking inspiration for the session.
Yay.
We're going to get straight into it, so can you guys roll me initiative, please? Oh, Ymir's right at the top of the turn order.
Oh.
The nat 20. Oh, Lyre.
I'm one of those days. Oh.
Sinza as well. Oh dear. Everyone's just having a rough time. Okay. Top of the turn order, we have Ymir, who currently has, I believe, Spirit Guardians up. Is that concentration? I believe it is. Yes, it is. Okay. They are going to move up towards Kaiden. So this direwolf is going to get caught in the Spirit Guardians, and I have to figure out how to do this because this is not my character, and I don't know how to run other people's characters for them. Whiz save or take 3d8 radiant. So it's gonna whiz save out this guy. That is a fail. 3d8. So it takes 18 points of radiant damage right off the bat. Bloody hell. As these sort of golden spirits just start hounding like insects over this wolf, and it begins to yelp and kind of try and move away. In terms of her action, she is going to take the dodge action because I don't know what else to do with her, if I'm truly honest. Right, it is this guy's turn, who's going to stay out of range because it doesn't want to get pummeled by this shit again. So that's 5. It has... Oh, it's quite fast. 50 feet of movement. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. As it's going to start to close in on Sinza. Nope, didn't mean to click that. It's not in range of you. It can't make that. Okay. No, fuck it. It's going to take dodge action. Oh, not dodge, dash action. Get proper up close to you. It is on top of you. This thing is big. Okay. Thug's turn. This guy is going to come in after your little stinky little wizard. Sorry, big man. You're getting hit with the mace. Lyre's taking a swing. There's a 16 to hit. Lyre?
I'm gonna cast Shield as a reaction.
Okay.
And bring my AC up to 17.
17, okay. So the first one gleans off of the shield as discard previous, and yeah, okay, attack. And that's another miss, as again it kind of bounces off the shield and Sky starts swearing profusely. Other than that, he cannot take any other actions, so good God, everyone's going ahead of you two, or you three, sorry. 5, 10, 15 is coming in to swing at Sinza. You're gonna let me... Come on. That is a nat 1. So the first swing misses terribly. And the second goes in for a 17 to hit. That hits. And so... you only take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as this mace kind of grazes across the side of your arm. He's swinging quite wildly and encouraging the wolves around you to start going in for a bite. This one is going to start moving in, not really aware of what the hell the Spirit Guardians is, so it's going to make a whiz save for me. It's a dog. It's not going to... That's again a fail, so that's another 3d8. Okay, it takes 10 points of radiant damage. But it is going to take a swing at Kaiden. And try and munch. Does an 18 hit, Kaiden?
Pretty sure it does. Just double check. Yeah.
It does, cool. So that is 2d6 plus 3. So you take 10 points of piercing damage as these teeth sink into the side of you, as it kind of bends its head to try and go in for the ribs.
So I can take the damage.
Did I just hurt? Oh, I hurt the wrong thing. Okay. Okay. And that is its turn. Kaiden, it is your turn. What are you doing?
Free action. He's going to rage. That's going to be his wild magic surge.
Yes, roll me on the D100 table, please. Or would you like me to roll for you?
That's been a little funny for me. If you don't mind rolling.
You grow a long beard made of feathers, and it remains until you sneeze, in which the feathers will explode out of your face.
Okay.
Interesting. I love wild magic.
Wild magic's so good. Bonus action. Spell attack. What is a spell attack? Plus 4. So I'll just put...
Okie dokie.
Damn it.
That is a sorry miss, unfortunately.
Yeah. I assume he'll just like try and whip it out, but he's too busy with his direwolf on top of him, in which he will let it go limp where it doesn't connect, and then just bring his axe up and try and slam it into the side of the direwolf.
Okay. Give it a swing. Oof, yes, that one hits.
Okay.
Ooh. Misclick Sinza.
Yes, I'm sorry.
A fucking 2. That's fine.
So that is 6 points.
I think I
Swing the
have...
axe into it.
Yeah, I'm going to do it again because I have extra attack. As it just doesn't go through far enough, so he just kind of rips it out and tries to aim for the same spot.
Okie dokie. Okay, yeah, that's a hit.
I'm frantically trying to remember the numbers.
That's fine. There's another 7 points. This thing's starting to look pretty rough as your axe reconnects with the previous cut, begins to hit bone in this thing's leg, and it starts kind of howling at you and gnashing its teeth. Are you doing anything else this turn?
That's my turn.
Okay.
Can't do anything else.
It's this guy's turn, who is also not aware of how this works. Is going to go in for Ymir. So that needs to make me a save. Let me guess, it's going to be a 7 again. No, it's even worse. Fantastic. It's a horrible failure. I think it was 3d8, wasn't it? 3d8. 14 points of radiant damage to this thing. As it gets in close, and it is going to target Ymir as its teeth kind of... It opens its mouth wide. Are you going to let me roll or not? Apparently not. It just really doesn't like this today. That's great. So that's d20 plus 5.
We love maths.
Cool. I don't think that hits.
I think Ymir's AC is a 19, but it may be higher now.
Yeah.
Level 7.
At the moment on her sheet it says 5, which I know isn't true.
You might have to check D&D Beyond.
I can check it for you if you want.
Yeah. I think it is 19, so that's a meet and beat. I'm going to go with the assumption that it is for the time being.
Yeah.
Plus 3.
It's 19.
So, okay. So Ymir takes 13 points of piercing damage as she is bitten into, as it catches a soft part of her gambeson with its teeth, begins to squeeze. Sinza.
Hello. Okay. I would like to free action rage, please, as this thing comes at me. And then Sinza, seeing these two things kind of come up on her, she reaches up for where this creature has sliced her, and she's going to use her blood curse of binding, please. So as the spell kind of sticks, she runs the blood up her fingers like a spectral coin and throws it out towards the wolf.
Okay. Ymir fails her concentration check on Spirit Guardians.
Did that come through, Topes?
No, it's gonna have to. You're gonna have to do it manually, which is I'm very sorry.
That's fine. Can you make me a strength saving throw, please?
On the one closest to you?
Yes, that's correct. The wolf.
Nat one.
Nat 1. Fuck yeah. Okay. So.
Which was an arse today. Good lord.
Just some traits.
It's the Foundry update. I know it.
Yeah. Cicero cannot. So the creature's speed is reduced to 0, and it cannot take reactions until the end of its next turn. So it
Okay.
cannot move from me.
So it can't move away from you.
And then for my actions, Sinza reaches up for her axe, pulls it from her back, and she's going to take 2 swings at this guy standing in front of her, if possible.
Okay.
17, I'm going to say that one hits.
Yep, that's a hit. Yeah.
And for my second attack.
These guys are not particularly well armored.
Okay, shit.
Yep. Okay. Both hit.
2 d12s.
Oh, that's interesting.
3.
Okay, so your first hit goes in for 12 slashing damage.
I think it's yeah. So that's both of the hits combined.
Oh, that's both the hits.
you.
Okay, so as you kind of draw in, you do kind of a swing back and forth. Both slash across him. He takes both of them and kind of spits to one side and looks up at you, because you are quite a bit taller than him. But he's still brandishing his mace. He doesn't seem to be afraid of you.
Yeah, that's my turn. I use my bonus action and both my actions. I'm good. Thank you.
Okay. Sorry, Lyre. There is no wolf on top of you again. That is...
Icarus, no!
Icarus, no!
Ah!
That's a 22 to hit the wizard. I think
Definitely
that
hits.
Yeah. 2d6.
Oh, I'm getting swamped.
So you take 8 points of piercing damage as you are bitten by this gigantic fucking direwolf directly next to you. It's within... wait, shit. Is that... Okay.
Gets advantage for pack tactics, doesn't it?
Yes, but all of these would have pack tactics, so they all have advantage on their rolls. Oof. Great. Okay. At the moment, though, I didn't need it, so that's fine. Lyre, it's your turn. What are you doing?
That changes my plans. All right. Yeah, defense is probably the best play right now. Okay. Lyre is going to sort of quickly trace a pattern in the air with his fingers, and you see arcane wisps come off of it. I'm going to cast Mirror Image at 2nd level.
Ooh, okay.
And multiple versions of Lyre just sort of step out from him and surround him. There are now 5 Lyres around, I believe. Sorry, 4 Lyres total.
4 Lyres, okay. So you can take 3 extra hits without...
Well, each time you
hit you.
Each time you go to hit me, I gotta roll a d20, and depending on what I roll, you may or may not hit. Odds increase each time a thing goes down, so.
Okay.
I'll keep track of that.
Yum.
But aside from that, everything's close. Everything will be at disadvantage. That sucks. You know what? Oh, is that concentration? I think it is. It's not. Okay, what I will do, just so I know, so we can see if anything else around, I will cast Dancing Lights and sort of send them out just past the direwolves to see if anything else is around us and give us a little bit more light.
Okay. So you're going to plop some dancing lights out.
So I'll plot one there.
Yep.
Sort of just in a square around.
Scattered.
So
Okay,
2, 3, and 4. Just sort of like in a square around. So if anything else comes from the outside, we can
got a
see
bit
it
of
sort of
a
entering the
vision.
frame.
Nice. Okay. So you kind of send out these little globules as they go bobbling through the air into the spots you've asked them to stand.
Yep.
Okay. Is that your turn?
Yep.
All right. Ymir is gonna go in swinging. I believe she has 2 attacks at this stage. Nope, no, she does not. That's fine. That does not hit as she swings for the direwolf and it skitters out of the way of her. That is the end of her turn, I'd say. Actually, does she have any bonus actions? No. Okay. That'll do. All right, that is Ymir's turn. This direwolf is coming in for Sinza. It has advantage on its attack, so we're going to go, and then a +3 to each of these. +5 to each of these. That's a crit. Okay. Okay. So it will be it's a 2d6 +3, and then times that by 2. So you take 24 points of piercing damage, but it would be halved because you're raging. So it's only 12. So you take 12 points as this thing bites into you again and manages to catch the arm that you're carrying your axe in, and it bites, it clamps down on your forearm. You can feel blood beginning to drip through your fur as you are fucking wrestling your arm out of this thing. That is its turn. This guy is going to move around and he's going to grab Icarus. He leans down, he swipes up the cat, and begins to try and stuff Icarus into a bag. They're poachers. They want exotic creatures, and you've got a fucking fancy-ass looking cat.
In the middle of combat, this is that fucker looting monsters and Monster Hunter while we're still fighting.
Yeah.
Getting his ass.
I'd like Icarus to make me a strength check, please.
Do you just want me to roll that, Tobes?
Yes, please.
It's a -4.
Oh, this guy crits.
Icarus has a -4.
Oh,
Rolled a 2,
dear.
so -2.
Oh, baby. As this cat howls as he is pushed into this bag, and he just kind of holds the bag up, looks at you, and then begins to pelt it. If you'd like to take an attack of opportunity against this guy, you can.
Yeah. Let me double check something real quick. Okay, I don't have Warcaster. Damn. Sure. Do I have a weapon? I don't know if I do.
He would have gone up like that. Here you go.
I have a sickle. Why not? It was this dude, was it?
Yes.
That one?
This dude. Yep. I'm going to stand a bit closer so it doesn't have a go at you.
Where the why is it? Oh, it's being weird for me too. I'm just gonna roll, Toby.
Sounds good.
I rolled a 10 plus sickle +4, so 14 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
D4 plus.
Managed to catch him with the sickle.
It's gonna be 4 points of slashing damage. I'm gonna try and like hook the point of the sickle into his shoulder and like rip it out of him.
Okay. Oof. Ow. How many points of damage was that? Sorry.
4.
4. As you kind of hook around his shoulder and drag, you manage to kind of catch him to turn him slightly, but he continues to run.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15. He's only got 15 left, I think. Yes. So he gets this far away with this this cat that is now howling. Kaiden, what the fuck? Is that the beard? Oh, for fuck's sake. I can't have anything nice
What
in
is
this
happening
house.
in this house? What is happening? Oh my god.
Your dumbass.
It's not Zoom.
Dex is having to get his wife to help him put his beard on.
Yeah. Wife help.
Wife, help me.
Wife help.
That's a sorry miss from the thug. As he attempts to swing at Sinza. Misses horribly. He doesn't have pack tactics now. But he does get to swing again. So that is a and again another miss. As he's trying to swing at Sinza. Sinza, you're too busy wrestling this this direwolf off of you. You just kind of bat him off like you are nothing right now. The guy seems pretty pissed, but that's all. That's all he can do. This one's going in for Kaiden.
Oh no.
It will be at advantage, so that'll be +5 to each of these. So does 16 hit?
16 will hit.
16 hits, okay. So you take 7 points of piercing damage. As you are getting bitten into by this thing. Kaiden, it's your turn. I swear to God.
My turn. Okay. So, how far is my... Right, Kaiden doesn't know he's got a feather bit, okay?
Please tell me it looks exactly like that, so it just looks like it's been strapped on.
Yeah. It's well groomed.
It's well groomed.
Bonus action, he's gonna make another attempt at Thorn Whip to get this guy back.
Okay.
D20 plus 4.
It's a nat 1.
No!
As you
God
swing
damn it.
after him, and it catches his cloak, and then just kind of tears off a section of it as he continues to run.
Shit. No, it's fine. Kaiden's just gonna let that one go and then just focus on this wolf and try and like slam the axe into its leg.
Okay. That's an 18 that hits, yeah.
Nice. Well, +4, and then he's got 2 from rage damage.
Yum, yum, yum. So 14 points. As you, how do you want to do this? How does this look?
He's just gonna like bring it wide and just use all of the weight and force to slam it into just under the shoulder, into the leg, to try and even just break the bone and just push through. And then for his extra attack, as the wolf caves in, he's gonna twist it around and swing back and get the other wolf.
Okay, yeah. So this one collapses in a bloody heap as you swing in for the next one. but it just about misses as you kind of try and grab hold of it, as Ymir kind of gets somewhat in the way, and you have to then redirect the swing to accidentally not hit her.
Sorry, man. Just cut a bit of hair off.
She just kind of looks at you. I like your beard.
Thank you.
Thank you. Considering she can barely see it, it's, fine. Did you always have a beard? Okay, that is your turn. It is this one's turn. This one, because you tried to swing at it, it's gonna go after you. It no longer gets advantage.
God, it's wearing a
It's not within
fireplace
5
on its
feet.
back.
All right.
So cool.
I swear. +5. Does a 14 hit?
14 does not hit.
Okay. So it tries to bite hold of you, similarly to how Sinza had been caught, and it just misses, and growls at you as it sees its dead companion across from behind you. Sinza, it is your turn.
Hello. As Sinza's kind of in the hold of this wolf, her eyes kind of darken a little bit at the edges, and she's going to lean down to it, and she's going to mimic its snarl as drool kind of flies from her teeth and she snarls in its face. And then I'm going to try and rip my arm free, and as I do, backhand it across the nose with my axe. She's kind of repositioned, so she's holding it right at the base. For my first turn, please.
Okay, go for it.
Whoops. Please hit.
You forgot to add your modifier.
I think it's only a +5, so I don't know if it's going to hit.
It's a +5.
So 13?
No, that wouldn't hit. No.
12, 13? 12.
Yeah.
Yeah, then she's going to go in for... as she sees that miss, can I just use my bonus action? I'm going to activate my Crimson Right. So as Sinza kind of slices her blade through, she's going to slice up her arm, and the axe kind of glows with this almost like red golden energy. I'm going to take my 4 damage. 3 points of damage. And then she's going to kind of throw her axe up above her head, and she's going to bring it right down onto this thing's head, if possible, please.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. Roll to hit.
Ah, yes. Tasty,
Yum, that's
tasty.
a hit.
So I'm like flicking back and forth between things at the moment.
No, it's okay. All of us are. This is not the smoothest of combat. I apologize.
No, you're fine, darling.
So that is 7 points. As this thing takes the hit. It's not looking good as you slice across it. Makes this awful sound as it yelps. But it's still standing, just about.
Mm-hmm.
Are you doing anything else this turn?
If I wanted to use my movement to try and get around the back of the wolf,
yeah. The thug would get an attack of opportunity on you.
Actually, no, I'm going to stay where I am. I need to stay there for the time being. That's my turn. Thank you very much.
That's all right. This wolf is going to continue trying to munch Lyre. As it does, as it's growling at you, trying to keep your attention on it. That's a dirty 20.
I rolled a 16. It munches one of my illusions.
Yum, yum, yum. Okay. So as it goes in, you see this giant maw snap down on this version of Lyre, and it just dissipates into sparkles, into nothing. You take no damage, as it is easily fooled by these other versions of you. Lyre, it is your turn.
Coming up to me, Lyre's gonna watch his illusion get bitten, sort of standing emotionless at the moment. Sees the illusion go. He turns towards the thug that grabbed Icarus and just goes, "No, stop, wait." And as he says that, he's gonna cast Misty Step.
Oh fuck. Okay.
How's it gonna work?
Some spells should still work, so try them, and if they don't, then I guess we'll die.
It's not popping up for me, so I'm just gonna cast Misty Step to here, up to there, Tobes, so you know.
Doink.
And I'll check it off. As my bonus action, just to sort of get away from everything, and then I'm gonna click my fingers, and as an action, I'm gonna make Icarus disappear.
This guy is sprinting. He's like, "Fucking yeah, I got something," and then the bag just empties. It just goes like, gets caught in the wind, and he just kind of stops and looks at the bag, and then looks at you, and sees like 3 other versions of you, and he's like, like completely confused.
As he's looking at Lyre, Lyre's just gonna go, "That was a mistake."
Shit.
And that will end my turn.
Okay.
Not do anything else.
Toby, I'm really
Yeah.
sorry. I forgot to add my Crimson Right damage, so it's just a D6. Okay, if I just roll that now.
Yeah, roll a
sorry.
d6. Yeah.
I forgot.
That's
Sorry.
alright.
It's on
I
the
also forgot,
wolf.
so it's fine. Okay, it's 6. Yum. So it takes 6 points of damage.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, it's looking rough now. Yum yum. Get it? Because it's a dog. Rough. Uh-huh.
Yep.
I'm funny.
Sticks to stroking his beard.
So close to sneezing in real life.
Well, if you sneeze, the feathers will go everywhere. Oh, I just deleted Ymir.
No!
Ymir, I accidentally took Ymir off the turn order by deleting her, but that's fine. Ymir's going to go in for another swing with Hermes. Of course, it won't let me fucking roll. It's +5, I believe. That's not what I wanted to do. That's a miss. Okay, 7 on both. Yeah, so Ymir attempts to swing and proceeds to miss again. She's struggling in the dark, having to kind of partially dodge Kaiden. She's having a bit of a time. Let's make sure this thing is absolutely dead. There you go. Okay, it is the direwolf's turn. This one is going to continue attempting to pummel Sinza. That's your name. I think after 12 sessions, I should know your character's name by now. It's a nat 1. It is bleeding quite heavily as you're watching this thing kind of panting and trying to catch its breath as it goes in for another weaker bite, and you dodge it easily. However, it's still in 5 feet, so it still gets advantage. +5, that's 16. Does a 16 hit?
Yes.
Okay. It doesn't seem to have the energy to bite much harder than it currently is. But you take 10 points of... it's half damage, I think, isn't it? So 5 points of piercing damage as these teeth again sink into you, or more so graze you this time as it's beginning to lessen in energy. This guy is looking up at Lyre, looking back at the rest of what's going on before he's going to start kind of moving towards Lyre. He's like, that was a fucking mistake, was it? As the mace begins to kind of brandish in your direction. And he's going to get up nice and close to you and go in for a swing. That's a 16.
I rolled an 8, so he hits one of my illusions.
So, as he swings through it, and then just kind of goes, "What the fuck?" As he kind of looks over at you. Now there's still two of you stood there, and he's looking between the two of you, like he can't tell what's what, and it's bothering him. He can, however, swing again, so he is going to attempt to. That's a 19 to hit.
I rolled a 15, so he hits the last illusion.
Okay. Again, he's like, down to 1, as he kind of readies himself. But other than that, that's all he can do. This thug is going to continue swinging at Sinza. I'm looking forward to making you into a rug, lass, as he swings the mace at you. That's a 10 for the first hit. And a 23 for the second, as he goes in and attempts to pummel you. Let me just double check. So 26. As you take 7 points of bludgeoning damage, halved to 3. As he bashes it into the side of you, you feel one of your ribs bend at the feeling of this thing fucking smashing into your ribcage. And he is grinning in his ear. Kaiden.
Oh boy. Okay. This wolf's in the way. I'm going to... Yeah, I'm gonna use Infestation on the wolf.
Oh, God.
I just need a check.
Ruggy.
Whoa. Yeah, it's a con save for Infestation for 12.
12 points.
Yeah. Well, you got to beat a 12.
I'll beat a 12. What roll is that?
Con save.
Con save. It's an 18.
Shit. I don't think... Yeah, it doesn't do anything otherwise. So I'll just follow up with bringing Migraine overhead, just to try and get it on the back or somewhere, just to try and disorient it.
Okay. Ooh, yum. That's a 21. That hits.
12 plus 4 and 2 rage.
Okay, that's 7
attack.
points. Yes.
Extra attack. I'll bring it back down onto its back.
Okay, 13 does not hit just, as it kind of takes the hit from the first one and then stumbles back away from you and means that you are swinging a little too short, as Migraine hits the grass instead. But it's not looking good. This thing has taken quite the fucking beating. Are you doing anything else this turn?
There's nothing else I can do this turn. That's it.
It's gonna retaliate. With a nice chomp.
Ymir.
It's it's gonna miss. As it tries to
Handle
go for the
migraine
jump.
in the teeth, just pushing it away.
You manage to swiftly dodge out of the way of this thing as it tries to bite you. And can't do much else. Sinza.
Hello. Sinza is gonna ignore the guy who's like tempting her, and she's just gonna spin her axe and her blade and kind of like lumberjack style, just try and like slice this wolf right in its jaws.
That is a miserable miss.
Yeah. Sinza is going to use her second attack to do the same. She's just gonna she's just trying to lumberjack this guy. Oh, that's better.
It's 23 to hit. Yes, that hits.
Mm-hmm.
Give him a pummeling.
Give him a pummeling. Come on. What is my dice today?
Do you have rage damage yet?
No, not yet.
Was that the wolf you were attacking?
That's correct. It's only 4 points of damage.
This thing looks like it is barely holding itself up.
I don't have anything else.
Can you roll me your Crimson Right damage as well, please?
Oh yes, I do have that. Thank you. I forgot. Please. Oh.
How do you not do this?
Yes! Sinza just swings her axe in her hand, and she's just gonna like cleave it right between its jaws, so it's like mouth splits open and just falls. And then she's gonna flick the blood from her blade, look to the guy who's like taunting her. I'm gonna hit you so hard in your balls, you're gonna spit them out.
Oh my god.
That's it.
Okay.
That's my
roll me an intimidation check for that.
Yes, let's go. Please don't fuck me. What's my intimidation bonus? Oh, maybe. Hobbit? What? No.
He kind of grins at you as you intimidate him. He's like, I like him feisty. And that's the end of your turn.
That's it, my turn.
Okay. This direwolf is going to come up behind Sinza. Considering you are the closest thing to it, and it's going to go in for a chomp. That is an 18 to hit. Is it D8 or D6? I can't remember. Wait. It is D6. Okay. I was misrolling. Plus... You take 9 points of damage, halved to 4, which I've been having them for you. I figured out how to do that. So it munches you from behind and catches kind of the lower half of your calf with these sharp teeth as you feel it pierce into you. Lyre.
Can I see
No
what
more mirror
race?
images to hide behind.
That's fine. Can I see what race this person is in front of me? Is he wearing anything that's like covering it at all, or?
He's bald, half-elven, maybe, quite short, pointed ears. Kind of stocky for a half-elf, which is surprising. They're usually quite lean.
All right. Well, as he's been like slamming through my illusions, what he's probably noticed is each of them wasn't really paying attention to him, but rifling through his component pouch. And as he reaches Lyre's going to pull out a bit of clay that's in the shape of a hand and just sort of look at him and crush it. And the lights around him are going to snuff out as Maximilian's earthen grass shoots out of the ground and wraps around this guy. If you would like to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
Okay. Strength save. Let's go. It's a 16.
Silvery barbs.
I hate you.
I love silvery barbs.
Oh, well,
that's a crit.
nice. So he doesn't get grabbed, Does
He takes half damage, doesn't he?
On a failed save, the target takes 2d. What? No, since it doesn't grab him, he's free, so he doesn't take any damage whatsoever. But the hand is still there.
The hand is still there.
Okay.
Okay.
And as a bonus action, what can I do?
I'm just gonna make a template of it's 10 by 10, right?
They do anything as a bonus action. Actually, that's what I'll do. I can test. There's something I can test. I can't do anything this round, but I'm gonna pull out the Vampire Fang.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna get a really weird smile on my face. I need to make
This
sure
guy's looking at you like.
I need to make sure this thing
Like,
can puncture, dude.
Oof. Okay. All right, Ymir. Ymir's gonna barrel this bastard again with the mace. Come on, please let me roll. Why must you be like this? Okay.
Let's see.
That hits him. For a lovely 1d6 plus 4. So that's 10 points of bludgeoning damage to this wolf as the mace connects. This thing is looking pretty rough. Is the thug in front of you, Lyre? Take a step back. And then another step back. If you'd like to make a reaction to try and to take a swing at him as he's moving back, you can.
Sure. Does my hand get a reaction out of curiosity?
I will allow it to take your reaction for you.
Sure. Can I try and grab him?
Yeah, so we'll do a contested strength check.
Well, it's just a DC 15. It's my
cool.
hands thing.
So this thing, he fails as he takes a step back and is immediately just hit with this hand as it like grabs hold of him, and you just hear him start screaming, like panic yelling.
You guys can't see in the dark either,
fang, like, you know. So he is now restrained as he is struggling to kind of free himself from this grip. He can't do anything from here, so he's kind of stumped. This guy is enjoying fighting Sinza. He's going in for another whack. That's that one. And a 10, both I think do not hit. Sinza, you are just batting off his weapon as you two are kind of caught in quite intense, fast-paced combat. You are managing to parry him off before he manages to get another hit on you. Kaiden.
Okay. Kaiden is gonna try and, with the wolf's mouth still on like migraine, kind of just try and twist it out with an elbow and then bring it round for an attack with both hands.
Go for it. Yeah, that hits.
I'm rolling such shit on my damage.
How'd you like to do this?
Okay, I'm just, as I bring it round, just completely go for like the top part of the head, like just over the eyes, and just go straight through. It doesn't have to go through. You can just crush it and just push it down on the ground with that momentum. And then as soon as it's in the ground, it's on the floor, you can see the poacher, and he's going to rip it out and then just charge at the poacher.
as you barrel through, as you heard this crack as the wolf hits the floor, and its breath was silenced. You go rushing towards the poacher, still in the heat of your rage. That's charm. I don't want to charm on this thing. I'd like to make an attack.
Yeah.
Make sure to target him.
Extra attack. Targeted. Come on.
You get advantage because you are
Ooh.
with an ally at the moment.
Yippee! Advantage. Oh, I just rolled again. Nice.
Both hit, so.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. Okay. As you swing in for 18 points of slashing damage, this guy takes a wound that looks like if it's left for any period of time, he's going to die. He is barely holding himself up as he was not expecting you to suddenly come from the rear and swing your migraine into it. He's now
going
breathing heavily
as well.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna bonus action, just kind of like wrap the thorns around my arm, just like swing it quickly, and then into the wound to just like shoot it into the wound if I can to pull anything out
into the wound.
Yeah, he's wrapping around his fist for momentum to punch, and then just like let the thorns fly into the wound if he can.
Oof! Oh god! Yeah, go for it.
If not, I'll just flavor it as like he just hits him and doesn't do much. But it's advantage, right?
Yes. Oh, crit. This guy has 1 HP. I wouldn't bother rolling damage. He's got 1 HP. You easily... oh, wait, that's not right. You easily kind of... Your fist connects. And you hear him kind of as you... he's looking at Sinza very briefly and says, "That's fucking cheating." And like halfway through, your fist goes directly into kind of his chest cavity. There is this spike as you draw back, and you are just coated in intestines as this guy is torn apart from the inside out. And he drops to the floor in a heap, dead. Right.
That's my turn.
Sinza. You just got a spray of blood up you from that.
Sinza, I don't think even flinches at the spray of blood, and she like looks to Kaiden with like this wide toothy smile, and you can see this kind of blood that's filled her mouth a little bit. She looks like she's having the time of her life. And where she's still standing, she doesn't look, she kind of crouches.
Shake hands. Like that's fucking scary, bro.
Yeah. Oh my god. Sinza kind of crouches just a little bit, and she kind of grabs the hook at the end of her axe and she swings it behind her head to try and hook this wolf in this side of the face as she squats just a little bit.
Okay.
Is it? No, it's +5. I'm silly. Oh, I'm an idiot. I hate my life. Where the fuck did that go? Oh, there it is. Hee hee. Oh, yes.
Okay. 21 hits.
4. I'm gonna add my right on top of this one as well.
Yum.
I think that's right. Yep.
Okay, 11 points as you swing round. This hook catches in the creature's eye. Pierces straight through the eye socket as you draw it through. You hear this yelp as it takes 11 points of slashing damage from your axe.
How is it looking, Tobes?
not
Pretty okay.
great. It's still looking better off than the other ones who are all dead.
Yeah, Sinza's gonna kind of turn to face it, and then she's just gonna bring the axe down, like kind of like between its neck and shoulder, if possible.
Do you get 2 attacks?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Do you?
Yes.
I think that's a new thing. You get extra attack because of the level up.
Yeah, but you're not a level 5 barb. You are a level 5 blood hunter. That's my fault. All right, yeah, you get an extra attack. Sorry. I was just going through it. I haven't.
Okay.
I don't know how blood hunters work. Okay,
No,
I'm
you're
still
fine.
new to
I
this.
was like, what? Do I still get it with just the barbarian, or is it only when I'm in my form?
No. You get it. You get it as well.
Okay, cool. I was like very confused. I was like, oh no. Come on. Oh, hell yeah.
That's a hit.
Do I add my right damage on every attack that I swing, or is
I
it
believe
just
it's once
one?
per turn.
Just once per turn? Okay, beautiful.
Oh no, you do add it to this one. When your right is active, attacks made with this weapon are magical and deal an extra 1d6 damage.
Yum.
Good shit.
Shit rolls,
Okay.
though.
It's an extra 10 points as it slams it into this thing again. Now it's starting to look pretty rough.
Yeah, since it's kind of gonna like toss her head over to Kaiden, her head kind of tilting at a weird angle, and she just like looks at you like, finish it.
Kane is just covered in intestines and bits of feathers from when he sneezed earlier.
Yeah, you just covered him.
He looks like he's been thrown through
tar.
a chicken slaughterhouse.
You're just constantly spitting feathers out of your mouth.
This fucking bear's
The
been-
creature tries to bite you, Sinza, and misses. It is shaken from its eye being popped out and turned into jam. Lyre.
Hi.
You have a very scared poacher being held in your earthen grasp.
Toby, out of curiosity, being a purveyor of the arcane, do I know whereabouts in the body the weave or the connection to magic is most prominent?
Roll me an Arcana check at advantage. This will be a free action.
18 plus 7.
Oh, fucking hell. You know that most magic travels through, so from the nervous system. So it would be back of the neck, spine would be the best thing to kind of target for directly conducting the weave.
Okay. I'm gonna walk behind the poacher and place the vampire fang on the back of his neck, like just below the skull. And I just want to press to see if this thing is able to puncture skin.
It doesn't take a lot. Roll me a d4, please.
4.
You barely have to push. This thing is made for passing through flesh. As you push a little, and it just sinks in. And this guy stiffens up, and his neck kind of contracts backwards. And he starts kind of yelling and trying to writhe and get out of the grip. He takes 4 points of damage.
Just under his breath, Lyre will go, "Good to know. Crush him." And as an action, I'll get the across my hand to just crush.
How much damage is that?
I believe it's 2d6.
Okay.
Let me double check. Yeah, 2d6. Can I just roll that on the thing so it doesn't? Because I don't think the 2d6 roll. 9 points of bludgeoning damage.
9 points. As his yelling begins to get wheezy. his breath is kind of pushed out of his lungs as you begin to crush this man in a grip made of stone and earth as it just begins to tighten around his ribs.
As he sort of gets struggling to breathe, I'll just say, "You know the funny thing, compared to the boar man, I'm the nice one."
He is screeching expletives at you.
It's a poacher, dude. I'm being nice.
You're being nice, but you're being slow. At the very least, Kaiden's fast. So
I've got the information I need. Kaiden can get here now. It's all good.
it's fine. Ymir is going to head up behind Sinza, and she's going to cast Cure Wounds to just fix Sinza up a wee bit. If it's going to let me fucking roll it. No, it's not. I love that for me. What's her spellcasting modifier? +5. So it'll be 2d8 +5. As you feel her hand on your back, you get 16 points of healing back to you, Sinza. She's like, I'm right behind you. And that is Ymir's turn. The thug is going to try and break free out of Maximilian's earthen grasp.
15 DC, buddy.
Is it strength?
Yes.
He fails miserably as he is just trying to get out of this grasp that is tightening by the second. He cannot do anything. You are out of reach. He can't reach you. He can't attack it. He is just stuck. Kaiden.
Kaiden is gonna move around here and just like kind of rush by and then try and like bring the axe in behind on the legs. Is that advantage from there?
Yeah. Yum, yum, yum. That's a hit. Okay, 16 points as you swing past it. As you go round the back of it and swing, your migraine cuts clean through both back legs. This thing just gets completely severed. 2 legs cut off entirely. It begins to bleed heavily as it writhes for a few moments before falling still.
Okay. I have an extra attack, but I can't see what's going on over here.
No.
Can he hear
So
it?
he can hear
You can
screaming.
hear it.
So he's probably just gonna rush over, be like, Lyre, where are you? And just rush in, but not attack. He's just trying to figure out where you are because he's worried now about his friend.
You run directly into the hand, and it's just hitting
he'll
a stone
just
wall.
run
You just
into the wall. You run straight into the hand.
It doesn't budge.
Yeah.
It does not move. This thing is made of stone, and you just
He's not going to
connect with
understand
stone.
that it's like something's grabbed someone. He's just going to run into stone. I think that would just be his turn because he doesn't know what's going on.
Yeah. Sinza, you saw Kaiden run off into the dark, and then there was this kind of thump and a as he hit something.
Since you're hearing that, she's just gonna panic a little bit because she can hear the screaming and then she can also hear like Kaiden make like a sound. So she's gonna like run into the darkness, same direction as Kaiden.
And you also hit the stone as you sprint into this hand and just connect with it. And there's this clonk of your horns hitting the hand. You've hit some stone.
I can't
Like,
see.
just
I can't
watching,
see.
like,
both just run into the
Two
wall.
fucking barbarians. Can I see any like outlines or shapes or anything? I'm just blinded in the dark. Blind in the
Got
dark.
nothing to light up.
yeah, you can't see shit.
I have a torch on me.
You can
I
see
light
the
a torch?
stone. You can take your action to light a torch.
Yes, please. Since it's gonna light a
I
torch.
should've
used
Just kind of
infestation.
where she's sitting on her ass after being like hitting the rock. She just quickly like pulls out a flint, like lights a torch and holds it up so she can see.
It's 15 feet of dim light, I believe. So you light a torch. And suddenly you can see this giant stone hand. Lyre's fine. This guy is not fine.
Kaiden is getting
He
off
is-
the floor.
Getting crushed in the hand. And yeah, Kaiden's like nursing a
He
somewhat
runs
bloody
full
nose.
pelt that fucking hand.
What is it? What expression is Lyre like showing at the moment? Is it like a calculated calm or like what does he look like? I guess in this like lighting.
Right now,
Yeah.
amused at you guys running into his hand. He's sort of got a cocked expression like, hi?
I can't see in the dark, Lyre. Do you want this guy alive?
I got him.
Okay. And Sinza just holds the torch.
All right, you drop your rage because you are no longer. You didn't take an action to attack this turn.
Yeah, that's fine.
So your rage has ended. Okay, who's up next? It is Lyre's turn. This guy is writhing in your grip, man. Like, you can't do shit.
Lyre will sort of like peek around the stone and be like, Kaiden,
Yeah.
do you want him alive or dead?
Dead.
Okay. If I don't finish him, he's not going anywhere. And I'll just crush him a little bit more.
The screaming gets louder for a moment before he's, losing all of the air again that he's managed to catch in.
Only takes 2
But
points
he
of
only takes
bludgeoning
2
damage.
points. This guy's not looking good. You're watching as, like, he's beginning to bleed from the mouth, likely from a lung puncture from his ribs being squeezed into his lungs. And he's coughing and trying to grab at anything to put himself out.
Oh, I have a new cantrip. I didn't realize. I'm going to do that as a bonus action. As he begins to crush, Lyre sort of just holds his hand out and just sort of twists, and you see this strange green glowing globule appear in his hand and begin to drip. And as it hits the ground, you see the grass burns. He's holding acid. And he's just going to throw it at this guy.
Acid splash. Is that
Acidic
a
shot
dex save?
is what this one is.
Oh, okay.
You hurl it over to the creature. Range spell attack, so it's a disadvantage. He is target.
No, it'll be a solid shot because you've got flanking from Kaiden.
Oh, he is also restrained, isn't he?
He's also restrained. Yeah.
Okay, target him.
So it's a flat shot.
The thingy's not working. Hold on. Let me complete. Okay, the roll's not working. I'm just gonna roll. It's only going to be a 14 to hit.
14 hits, yeah.
Oh, nice. That's a D10. Where's the D10? Roll that. 4 points of acidic damage.
As you lob this glob of acid at this guy, the only real part of him that you can aim for that isn't covered in stone is his face.
Okay.
So it hits him square in the face, and all of you begin to hear the sizzle before you smell it. It's just this boiling of flesh as this guy's screaming gets 10 times louder, and he is writhing in this grip.
That's my turn.
Cool. Ymir's gonna kind of poddle over. She's like, "Hi guys, what's happening over here?" And then she kind of just sort of sniffs the air and goes, "Ooh."
Kaiden, forgetting Ymir's blind, is like, covers your eyes. Don't look.
Don't look.
Don't look.
And she's like, "Oh, this is kind of cruel." And she's going to kind of take a few steps back this way, point her hand up at the back of this guy's head, and cast Guiding Bolt.
She really said, "Look at the pretty flowers. Look at the pretty."
Look at the pretty flowers.
He's restrained. She gets advantage.
Look at the pretty glasses.
She gets advantage.
It's a hit either way. This guy is blasted in the back of the head with radiant damage as this golden bolt. Actually, you know what? Everyone make me a perception check.
Oh no.
It's got warp it. I rolled a 1. Oh my fucking god.
Nope. I rolled a 2 and a 3. Nope.
What is... $12.
So, Kaiden, you notice there's something slightly off about the gold. Like, it's not as bright as it used to be. Other than that, you don't really notice much as the back of this guy's head is blasted with this bolt, and his head just goes flying clean off. And goes flying into Lyre as it is projected directly into Lyre. Lyre, you are like hit in the chest by this severed head. It's just like a thunk as it hits into you. And there's just a lifeless corpse hanging in this hand that is now bleeding and stinking of acid, or more so the melting of flesh. And with that, the combat is over.
The hand will sort of just turn and drop and then sink back into the ground.
Okay. We are out of initiative. What are you guys doing?
What time of the evening is it, Tobes? Like what time? If I look up, can I kind of generally guess what time it is?
It's looking at maybe 4 in the morning.
4 in the morning. Okay. Since it kind of looks around at the bodies that are strewn about the place, and she looks back to like the party. Oh, thank God one of us was on watch.
Yeah, that could have been a lot worse.
Those regular, I guess, poachers. Kaiden, is that what you're used to seeing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the standard. He's going to start gathering the poachers' bodies, and just start bringing them to the edge of camp.
Okay. So you kind of draw all of the bodies out. Kind of hauling some of the dire wolves as well,
Yeah.
or what bits of the dire wolves you can.
Them too hidden. He wants them so they can be seen by people traveling, because he's going to leave a message just like no poaching with the bodies.
Oh God. Okay.
I loot them.
Yeah, you can go and have a look, see what they've got.
Yeah, as he drops each of them, I'll just sort of rifle through pockets, check weapons, all that kind of stuff.
You find on the thugs 26 gold total.
Nice.
One of them is carrying a heavy crossbow. Both of them have maces.
I lost all my gold in the update.
Oh, fuck.
Oh no.
Yeah, same.
Well, shit.
Well, now I have 26. Ha!
Well, I'll organise that at
Yes.
a later date. Because I know you had like 200 and something question mark. Oh, didn't you spend it? You spent.
I got 1,000 for the sword. I spent like 300 and something on the tattoo,
Yeah.
and then I think 150 on paper and ink. But I'll double check it later. It's all good.
We'll calculate it later. Okay. The wolves don't have anything on them. You could take the pelts, perhaps, but some of the pelts are pretty destroyed. As you're going through the pockets of the thugs, you see that they've got a sort of a patch crest on the uniform of a gold sort of blade across the shield.
Anyone know what this is? And he'll just hold it up. He'll rip it off the jacket and hold it up.
Does Kaiden recognize this?
Standard kind of uniform for this group of poachers that wear these colours. They're called the Gold Knives.
The gold knives. Okay. Yeah, I've seen it before, but it tends to be the common poachers in this area.
Very, what you see is what you get.
Kaiden,
Yeah.
are you against me taking the teeth from these wolves, or I don't want to?
No, they're just bodies now. They're just going to go back to nature anyway.
Since we'd like to collect the canines from each wolf, if possible, please.
Okay. So you get 8 canines total.
Thank you.
You kind of have to peel them out of the gums.
Lyre will rip a bit of fabric off of his pants and wrap it around the bite mark from the wolf. Tight. Can we go back to bed?
I would like to go back to bed. Okay, good night. As Ymir just kind of heads back over to the fire.
No. Lyre goes to bed.
I guess Sinza was on watch, so she'll go about the last of her watch.
Okay. If you hadn't taken the effects of a long rest at the last game, you can take one now. I can't remember who did take them. I believe it was Kaiden and Lyre did. So
yeah.
Ymir and...
Okay, I'll get rid of those 8 points.
You can use this time as a short rest if you'd like to recover those.
Sure, that works.
Yes, please.
But if you hadn't long rested, so I believe Sinza and Ymir, you can long rest. So I will long rest for Ymir.
Oh, I don't myself to
If I'm keeping watch, am I allowed a short rest?
You can short rest, yeah.
All right. Well, I spent my 2.
I'll stay up and do a short rest.
Spent those 2. Toby, if I'm doing a short rest, I'll use an Arcane Recovery to get a 2nd level spell back.
Okie dokie. All right. Okie dokie. So, you spend the rest of the evening recovering from that combat. Some of you sleep, some of you just sort of take the time to rest as the sun begins to rise. It's about 8 in the morning when all of you kind of come to and begin readying yourselves for the rest of the day. We're going to take a quick break, so we'll be back in 10 or 15 minutes. See you in a wee bit. Right, so you guys have just woken up. the camp is quiet, peaceful. There are still some stinking corpses across the way from you, but other than that, those of you that did rest, rested. The morning is yours. What are you doing?
Breakfast? Hungry? Food? Guys?
Cook up some meat from the wolves.
Yeah, I don't mind. Lyre?
Some direwolf meat.
Yeah.
I'll get some direwolf meat for rations, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what? Sorry, Lyre is in his book writing things.
Sinza kind of like is like standing over you as you're kind of crouched in your book, and she kind of just puts like a claw on like the top of it. Not like meaning anything by it, but she just kind of puts a claw on it. Food, breakfast. Hungry. Eating is important. Just something small. Just like. Okay.
I'm good.
Okay.
I am hungry.
Yeah, Sinza's gonna help Kaiden take apart the wolf as best she can.
He's also going to get some little chunks. And anytime seeing Icarus is like, with the meat.
Yeah. I don't think
Icarus
Icarus
isn't
is
there.
there.
Oh, okay.
He's dispelled currently. He's in a pocket dimension.
Oh, I thought that was dispelled. Kaiden does not understand. He's like, where's Icarus?
Where's the cat?
Where's Icarus?
He's gone.
He's gone?
Yeah.
Did the poachers get him? Did someone
He put up
get
a good
away?
fight.
Yeah, now they grabbed him and he's gone. It's all good.
Oh, fuck. He's going to run in the direction Lyre points.
He knows we killed that poacher, right?
He doesn't know if any got away in the dark. He can't see.
Kaiden!
He's just running off into the woods.
Just running into the woods.
I'm not getting him.
I got him. Sinza's gonna chase after him. She's
Okay.
just kind of yelling for him as she goes, like, Kaiden! Kaiden, stop!
I'm looking for Icarus.
She kind of like skirts in front of you, puts her hands on her shoulders. Does Sinza have any understanding of like how Lyre's cat would work at all?
I haven't explained it.
She kind of puts her hands on Kaiden. Kaiden, we're gonna get him back. Okay, it's like we need to stay together as a group right now.
While
We'll
they
get
go
him
and I
back.
summon Icarus.
Okay.
There's this sort of quiet meow as Icarus is summoned into your lap. Making purring and making biscuits.
Running back.
The bakery is in full swing.
I'm feeding him
When you
wolf.
come back.
Look there! Look, he's okay. He's there. Look, he's there.
You said they took him.
They did.
Okay. He's just gonna get annoyed by this.
So you're gonna start kind of cooking up some of the meat and having that as your breakfast. Are you deciding where you're going today?
I know we're supposed to head to Karvik, but we could check with my Conclave, since they're pretty good with knowing how to change shape and stay in control.
Sinza's ears have been kind of flat and they kind of perk and twist as you speak.
I mean, they're also really good healers and deal with spirits a lot, so...
Ymir is quiet while she's eating. It seems like her mood has dropped again now that she's kind of aware of the topic of conversation.
Are you sure that's a good idea. And she started referencing back to the conversation that they'd both shared.
I don't know, but it might help you and Ymir. And I don't know how long it will take to get where you need to go.
Look, I could use the help. And I know that we need to work out what's going on with Ymir as well, but I don't want to put you in a situation where you might not be the most comfortable. It's your decision, Kaiden, but...
I'm willing to do it. I think it might help.
Yeah. That's what you want to do.
Lyre?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look, all roads lead to that mountain. That's where I need to go. I'm tagging along.
Okay.
Okay. So you guys begin to kind of pack up camp once you're finished eating. And begin the trek slightly off course to the Pneuma Conclave. It's not far from where you were. These roads are familiar to you, Kaiden. You've not trailed them in many, many months now, but it's not something that you don't know like the back of your hand. It comes back to you as you're making your way through these trees. And as you go deeper into the Draui Green, the trees get taller and tower above you, some reaching maybe 60, 70 feet in height. They are gigantic, some almost like redwoods, these massive trees that tower over the top of you, and canopies so thick that sunlight barely reaches the bottom where you guys are traveling. This deep into the Draui Green, it's uncommon for people to travel on surface level. Most cities, so towns, cities, anything that is set up within the Draui Green tends to be in the treetops. So you see occasionally a few bridges above you between the trees, a few wooden panelled pathways that trail between the trees. But you're mostly scaling huge roots, making your way through the undergrowth. It is quite dangerous on the surface, but for Kaiden, who has lived on the surface, as the Pneuma Conclave has set itself up on ground level, again, like the back of your hand, you know safe routes, you know how to get through here without causing a ruckus. Nature is temperamental at best. It takes you the good part of a day before you begin to reach a more open space. The air here is thick with magic. And it is pleasant. It's like walking home for you, Kaiden, even if there is that anxiety settling in your stomach. As you walk in, there is no surrounding boundary here. As you walk into this little kind of town, almost, of homemade buildings, most of which are made of crude sort of natural materials. Not much is sort of as clean as it was in Saemyth. With a large, strange-looking tree in its center, glittering with this golden green light. There are a handful of people kind of scattered around. You see most of them are wearing quite similar clothing to Kaiden. Sort of green fabrics, furs, leaves, plants. Some with sort of large staves, and others sort of wearing some daggers or homemade protection at their hips. Not many of them seem to be particularly well armed. Not that they seem to need to. roll me a perception check, everyone, please.
Natural 1.
16.
16.
18.
Lyre, as you walk in, this is an unfamiliar magic to you. Druidic magic it's sort of its own brand. It's got a different kind of flavor. The feeling of it is warm. It's like sunlight. Very peaceful. You feel almost like any kind of background discomfort is being stifled here. They're trying to leave an aura of peace in their wake, attuned to the world around them. Kaiden and Sinza. Kaiden, this is just home for you. But Sinza, you immediately notice none of the houses have windows. They have window gaps, but there's no glass. You notice that there's a lot of things that you would typically see made out of stone and metal that are made of wood, that are not made typically. But the kind of window frames have this shimmer over them, as if there is a magic something replacing the glass instead. A few faces turn in your direction as you walk in. Couple of the sort of locals. One of them makes eye contact with Kaiden and then immediately begins to run across the other side of the conclave.
Oh, that's not... Okay.
You good?
I don't know. Did I see where they went?
To the other side of the tree.
Okay.
Maybe we just stay together and then it'll be fine. It'll be fine.
Yeah. Okay.
What? Hold on. Why are they nerfed?
Oh.
So 2 people are brought back with the person who decided to go running. You see an older woman in her mid to late 50s, maybe a bit older, with rough, worn-down tusks, and a fur pattern similar to Kaiden's. She has a kind face, with striking green eyes and greying hair tied back in a series of thick dreadlocks. She looks relatively frail, using a large staff to hold her weight up. And next to her is a quite short, limber-looking figure with similarly green eyes and short fur across her face and arms. She's dressed in foliage and furs, makes up for her lack of height in intimidation, with an air of authority that follows her, suitable for the next in line for Archdruid. She looks to be of a similar age to Kaiden, maybe a little bit older, and she carries a studded khopesh at her side, a sword that is curved in almost like a side circle, similar to a sickle, but significantly larger. The 2 of them approach and sort of stand a few feet away from you. And the older woman is looking at Kaiden. She has a mixed expression on her face.
Hey, Mom. I know it's been a while.
A while? Do you know how long it's been?
5 years.
You didn't think to come home in that time?
I didn't know what to do at that time.
Your sister, Iris, stands up a little bit straighter. Seems that she has some level of a reputation to keep up. But she has a hand on your mother, a hand on her shoulder. You remember Sorsha looking less frail than this. She's not looking particularly well, if anything. And why have you come home?
Thought it was probably time to come see you, and I have some friends that might need some help.
So you only come back when you have need of us?
No, I wanted to come back before. I didn't know what you think, and I was scared.
Iris purses her lips. She didn't say anything, but she is looking at you. You know you are not unwelcome, but do not think that what you've done has been forgotten. I'm sure there are some people here who would be happy to see you. She kind of seems to think about what she's doing for a moment before taking a step closer to you. And offering her arms out.
He'll take it and just like sob into her, and he's missed his family a lot.
Time has not been kind to you. You have more scars than I remember.
All of you look like you haven't even aged a day.
We don't. Iris is still just watching you.
I should have come back sooner. I'm sorry.
I think it was smart for you to give it time. Things like this don't heal quickly. And they still haven't. Word of you was passed to us occasionally. From 𝘏𝘏𝘏𝘏. But we hear very little of you and what you were doing. I'm just glad to see you well. Even if I have mixed feelings. You're still my son, Kaiden.
I was only trying to protect you. I didn't want you getting hurt.
At this point, Iris steps forward, puts a hand on her mother again. I think it's time for you to sit down. And Sorsha kind of nods. Before she kind of takes her over to the nearest bench and settles her mother down. and Iris heads back over. Again, this quite intimidating presence. State your names and your intentions.
Hi, I'm Sinza. I'm here supporting Kaiden.
Me? I'm Lyre. I study the arcane. I'm heading to the Aces Ridge.
You're a little far off course.
A pit stop.
I see. Ymir introduces herself as Ymir. And Iris kind of pouts a little at Ymir, but says nothing. I kept your room clean for you.
Wasn't sure if I'd still have one. Thank you.
You're still my brother.
I'm really sorry. Did I miss something? I didn't expect to be walking into a family reunion, nor such tension.
Kaiden, did you not tell them?
We recently met, and I was planning to. I wasn't sure what they'd think of me.
What? Was it dangerous walking into here at all, out of curiosity?
Not
You're not in danger.
Not for you.
Okay.
Why don't you tell them? Put it out in the open air.
I ran away 5 years ago after murdering my uncle.
Let me clarify, that was a self-exile.
So,
He chose to leave. Rather than face what he did. She kind of looks at you again, Kaiden.
Sometimes it's harder to deal with these things on your own.
He wouldn't have been alone. He would have been with us.
Would you have stayed had you done something like that?
Yes. Just facing the consequences is something we have to grow up and do.
Make a fair point. I don't think Kaiden's decision was cowardly, though. I think he did what he believed was best.
He did things that not everyone agrees with. She kind of hesitates for a moment. Again, you can roll me an insight check if you'd like.
Yes, please. 14.
She agrees with Kaiden,
Mm.
but she's putting on this front because she has to.
So kind of tucks that away for later.
He did what he did for the right reasons. We understand why, in some capacity. But the way that he went about it is not how we do things here. He has not been shunned, but his reputation has been tainted. I'm sure Zani will be happy to see you, Kaiden. She'll be back soon. She's on a hunt.
Zani?
Sorry.
Looks similar to your friend here. Points at Lyre.
Oh.
We have a lot of catching up to do, Kaiden. When you're ready, come and find me, and we'll talk.
Okay.
But for now, bring in your guests. They are as welcome as any others. I apologize for our sour greetings. Usually we are a lot more hospitable, but things have been dire here for quite a while.
No need for apologies. Thank you for your hospitality.
We can provide bedding for you for the night if you wish to stay. You must have been traveling far. You do not look like you come from around here.
No, not too far. Just a couple days.
You look like city dwellers. She
Uh,
smiles.
Yeah, possibly.
Well, I hope that you do not feel too out of place here. I am second to the Archdruid. My name is Iris. Pale Root. It's a pleasure.
Sinza, I think, extends a hand out.
She takes him. She's got quite the fucking
Shake.
grip on her.
Yeah, Sinza matches her there.
You can tell this is definitely a sibling of Kaiden. She's got the grip. The grip.
She's got that grip. Sinza's trying to keep like her stoic smile, but she's heard about like Kaiden's talked about his sister before, and she's kind of happy to meet a sibling, to be honest.
You said you had problems. Something for us to deal with.
Ymir.
Ymir's just kind of stood at the back like, hey.
Our friend here, and Lyre will extend his hand out for Ymir's. Our friend has had an unfortunate encounter with Warp.
Her face drops briefly. Okay.
She bravely halted an event that resulted in her unfortunate encounter with Warp. She delved too far, and it bit back.
It always does.
Now I've investigated the Warp. It doesn't seem to have grown beyond her fingertips, but I am also not completely trained on Warp. You have dogs.
We have many animals here.
Lovely. But we are curious if you have a healer or an arcanist who is trained in halting the further growth of Warp.
It'll either be myself or Arvi. She kind of pouts a little at the name Arvi. He's a lot more attuned to this sort of thing than me. A hard to miss spider.
What?
He's an arachne. Alanian, so he's a jumping spider.
I have never encountered nor heard of an arachne, was it?
Yes.
Interesting.
We get them quite often around here. They tend to have burrows in the Draui. So they live in small communities. It's nice to have one as part of ours. Arvi, however, and she kind of looks at Kaiden again. Arvi and Kaiden don't exactly get on. Well, it's you could call it a friendly rivalry, sure.
Wait, Kaiden, is this asshole?
He's a prick.
Okay.
Once you get through the exterior, he's very knowledgeable. He may be able to take a look at your friend's problem. She seems hesitant to get near Ymir.
All
You're
right.
brave making contact with her like that. You said you are a scholar,
Of sorts.
a mage.
Practicing.
You are very much in danger being around that.
Worth it.
We'll see what we can do. Please, make yourselves at home. I'll go and fetch Arvi. And Iris heads off and pops into one of the houses on the far side of the Conclave. You're left to your own devices for the most part.
Sinza just kind of leans into Kaiden's view. How you doing, big man?
Better than I thought.
That went good.
Yeah.
You just staying in the gateway at the entrance?
Kaiden's just been a bit nervous to move around his old home. But we'll go in more.
Kaiden, something that you notice pretty much immediately, there's no kids. There's no young people here at all.
That's weird.
Sorsha has her head down in prayer as she's kind of turned to look at the tree. Her dreads almost touch the floor when she sat down. They are chunky, great big things, beautifully arranged with like flowers and branches that are tied in, and it's a gorgeous kind of setup. She has a long cloak that covers the majority of her, and this twisting staff. And she's quietly kind of muttering to herself. To your right, over here, you see a plume of smoke coming out of a chimney from the top of this building. You recognize that to be Baylor's forge. That seems to be still going at capacity as it always was. That is where migraine was first made.
Toby, do I see any other like Elanians? Is like most of the races that live here, are they all Elanian?
Not all of them. There's a few half-elves, a few elves. You see a smattering of Elanians. You see one who is a tall-looking, very slender woman who doesn't have any hair, but her hair has been replaced with these thin, fibrous wings. She seems to be a moth of some kind.
Oh, that's so
All
cool.
these teal kind of tinted wings that kind of drape over her head as if they are hair replacement. She has very kind of large eyes with no pupils, and a very slender, kind of gentle-looking face, dressed in similar kind of druidic setup to the rest of people. And she seems to be talking to some locals.
While we wait, Kaiden, do you want to give us a small tour of the courtyard?
Yeah. I mean, I could maybe show you Baylor's. She's like the blacksmith we have. One of the best I've met.
As you draw over to the forge, there's this bang from inside, and the door swings open with a plume of black smoke. And you hear coughing before a woman steps out, choking out on a bunch of soot that is now covering her face. She's a dwarven woman with bright red hair that is plaited, kind of in a few plaits. She's got a beard that is quite heavily plaited as well. Covered in freckles, sort of these bright kind of golden eyes, and wearing a very worn down smith's apron that is now absolutely coated in soot. She's got a very heavy looking iron hammer at her side. And she's just kind of trying not to chuck up from coughing as she's like head over the side of her banister.
At her back.
Shite. Oh, fuck me. That's fucking mouthful of fucking crap. She looks up, sees you, and she looks down, she's like, oh, now I'm hallucinating. All right. Shit.
Oh, I just got back. You're not hallucinating.
She kind of looks at you, and she's like, she smears more soot in her eyes, and she's like, fuck me. She's trying to get like the soot off of her gloves, off her face.
Yeah, don't worry, this is normal.
Okay.
Shite, it's really you. You're back.
Yeah.
How long's it been?
5 years.
Oh. You look just as ugly as you always did.
Not that ugly.
I'm taking the piss, you fucking monkey. And she'll give you a hug.
Yeah.
Oh, it's so good to see you.
It's good to see you as well.
You're now covered in soot. I hope you like it.
That's fine.
It's a gift from the great Baylor Scalekeeper. She kind of bows.
You might not be so happy as he shows migraine, who probably isn't in the best.
What the fuck have you done to my fucking axe?
I was using it. I didn't know how to upkeep it.
Look at it. And she kind of takes it. And she's tiny.
Iris always helped, and I didn't know what to do.
This thing. She easily carries this fucking gigantic great axe. She's like running her finger over the tip. She's like, look at how blunt it is. Oh, the chips. What the fuck have you been doing with this thing? Have you been cutting fucking rocks? You and your bloody rocks. And she's like fucking looking it over.
Okay, that was like twice in 5 years. So.
You terrible. Oh, this is my poor baby. And she's like stroking the side of the blade. She's like, oh, no. Oh, no, I've got to do some work on this. How dare you?
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
And she like pouts as if she's trying to be angry with you, but she's not. So, I know, fucking do her up. Oh, this poor thing. She's
thank you,
upset. You owe me for this.
Oh, okay.
Oh, damn it. She kind of peers past you. On your friends now. That's a new one.
Oh.
She grins. So a yuan tea and a goat lady, lovely, and an Asimov. And she kind of like squints. Don't tell me you're a fucking dom hand now.
No, but I'm helping them.
So you're a dom hand.
No. Am I, guys? Yeah. Am I a dom man?
I don't know,
I
Kate,
think
you tell
Ymir
us.
just stays silent at that. She's just like, just keeps her mouth shut.
Lyre's over by the tree looking at it, so...
That's a cool tree. Sinza, you see this tiny dwarven woman just carrying migraine as if it weighs nothing.
This is trying not to look amazed. She's just like, she's in this state of awe. She's never seen anything like this, so she's like, this place is fucking cool as hell.
Oh, they're real talkative.
Sorry, I'm just, hi, I'm Sinza. Nice to meet you.
Yeah, darling, I'm Bela. And she'll offer a hand. She's just got a migraine in one hand, and we'll just offer her hand to you.
Like,
Migraine's
wide-eyed.
about twice the size of her.
God, where's the new Conclave gym?
Woman's built like a
over here.
King.
God damn.
And Sinza kind of like shakes the hand. It's like, you're a blacksmith.
Aye, that's my craft.
I
Came
have
here from the Aces Ridge when I was very, very wee, and now I'm here, and I have been for the last 90. No,
More like 900.
84 years. How fucking dare you? And she like points migraine at you, and she's like, "Don't start with me if you want this fix."
Sorry.
Seriously. Oh, yeah, about 85 years I've been here.
wow. Yeah.
But I'm 95 now, so...
You don't look a day over 20. Can I just say?
How lovely of you. I'm middle-aged, but that's kind of you to say. I wouldn't be able to pass on the compliment. I don't know really how your kin age, so you look lovely, dear.
Thank you.
I like your gold.
Yeah. Sinza's a little bit flustered, I think a little bit. She's just trying to take everything in. Thanks.
You seem a bit overwhelmed, darling. Do you want you want to sit down and some tea? Sorry, it might have a bit of soot in it, but I can make a fresh pot.
Tea sounds amazing.
Wonderful. And she carries migraine inside. As most of the smoke has cleared. However, for about 2 minutes later, you hear her coughing again. As she's beginning to boil a kettle on an open fire. Lyre, what are you doing?
I've literally just traced up to look at this fucking tree. And if there's like wisps of green around it, he's sort of just like tracing his fingers through it, just sort of.
It's almost got like a liquid texture to the air. As you like move your hand through the air, it like ripples as if your hand passes through it.
Interesting.
Are you particularly religious? Sorsha has lifted her head and looking in your direction.
Which one is Sorcerer again? Remind me.
The Archmage. She's the Archdruid.
Oh, it's Mama Bear. Okay. Mama Boar. Sorry.
Yeah, Mama Boar.
Sort of not breaking eye contact with the tree and just sort of staring. He's like, not really a follower, more of a challenger.
Interesting. Well, it's nice to have a range of people who visit. This tree was a gift of 𝘏𝘪𝘧𝘐,
Oh, please.
goddess of the jungle. And she protects us. This acts as a ward, prevents things from getting into our camp.
It's beautiful. I must say I'm not really well versed with druidic or nature when it comes to the arcane.
It doesn't surprise me, city dweller.
Not a city dweller.
Ah, you dress like one.
I'm from 𝘞𝘰𝘭𝘮𝘧𝘐𝑠.
She pouts. A walled city in the south.
Followers of Asus.
Ah. She kind of nods. And this explains why you are magically touched.
That had nothing to do with Asus. That was on me.
Then perhaps he is keeping an eye on you.
He would want to.
She smiles. She's taken that as less of a threat towards Asus and more of a religious blessing. It seems that seems more online for with an old lady's thoughts. Please, if you'd like to, you're welcome to sit.
Sure. Lyre will sit and sort of just still looking at the tree. He doesn't get it. So this is new. This is weird.
Yeah.
I like it.
There are no runes, nothing that is creating this magic. It is just being generated. Presumably from the Mother Arcana itself. So it is coming from deep within the earth. It is being siphoned out via this tree as a gift to these druids.
Tell me, if you can, how does this siphon work?
You mean, where does it come from?
Yeah, what draws the power out?
Ogre says that. There is an aspect of the goddess in this tree. She gifted us a part of herself so that we remain safe within her gift. So long as we adhere to her tenets, we are safe. And so are you, while you are here.
That is very kind of her. She gave a part of herself. Interesting.
She smiles at you taking notes. As if like seeing somebody interested is a pleasant change. Because people here are so used to it that they don't question it. You catch sight of Iris leaving a house across the other side of the conclave with, instead of a spider person, a yuan-ti. She has copper-toned scales with a black pattern over them, wearing roguish leathers that seem a little out of place here, dotted with trinkets of druidic importance, flowers, skulls of birds, feathers, leaves, these sorts of things. She has two very nasty-looking daggers at her hip, and she seems to be in conversation with Iris, who is talking quietly. Zanny seems a lot more excited. She's kind of bouncing on her feet a little bit. Unlike you, she has a very long tail and no feet.
Have I seen any of these before?
You have met Naga Yuan-ti before, but they're quite rare. Your kin are more commonly humanoid.
Yeah.
scales are stunning. She clearly takes very good care of herself as she's kind of slithering around excitedly on the spot.
Lyre will look more curious than anything, but sort of be still tuned in with his conversation.
It's also quite rare to see a Yuan-Ti outside of one of their close communities.
Yeah, it's very strange.
Before Zanny kind of makes her way past, kind of past Ymir, it seems like she's beelining now that she's
Does she
figured
look
out where
happy
you
to
are.
see me as she's over?
She has a grin on her face.
I will run over and give her a hug at the same time. So
she barrels into you. She is heavy. There is a lot of weight in that tail as you are just pushed over.
I am on the floor.
Oh, Kaiden, it has been so long. I have not seen you in so long. Why have you been away for so long, huh?
Long. Yeah, did you not get my letter?
I did, but I thought you would come back in like a week.
No, I mean, you know what happened.
I know what happened. I don't care.
I'm sorry. I should have come back sooner.
No, you should have just written to me.
I tried. I don't know how this postal thingy works.
I tried to teach you. Did it not go in?
I didn't remember. I tried. It didn't work.
She kind of gives you like a tap on the side of the face, like, stupid as ever. I've missed you.
Yeah, I missed you too.
We're going hunting again soon, right?
Oh yes, we're gonna go on a hunt. I need to introduce you to some friends I made on the way.
You made friends?
I made some friends.
That's exciting.
Yeah, Baylor's already given me shit about it.
Yeah, she would.
This is Sinza.
Hi.
Zanny kind of comes over to you, and as she gets closer to you, she pulls herself up on her tail so she matches your height. Hello.
Hi.
It's very nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, since I shakes her hand.
I fucking love her, by the way.
I love her so much. I love her so much.
Nice to meet you. Wow, you have very fluffy hands.
I get that a lot, yeah.
That is fantastic. You must be very warm.
Surprisingly not, actually. We're very well acclimated.
That is so exciting. I like it when it is warm because I am cold-blooded.
Yeah.
So, Kaiden, are you dating?
No.
No. I wouldn't touch him with a 10-foot pole. No offense, Kaiden, but...
Oh, don't worry.
I wouldn't either, don't worry. But you're pretty.
I like your scales.
Thank you, okay, bye. And she immediately goes back behind.
This is Ymir and Lyre.
Hello, and she gets back down to Ymir's height. And shakes her hand. And Ymir's like, Ymir doesn't seem to be looking anywhere other than Zanny. It seems like Zanny doesn't have anyone following them, so that they focus on just Zanny's silhouette. So she shakes her hand. Hello, it is nice to meet you. You have really cool eyes. That is amazing. Okay, bye. And she moves over to Lyre. And she kind of plops herself down on the seat next to you. She's like, you're like me.
In some ways, yes. You have a bit more height than I do.
Oh, sorry. And she makes herself a bit shorter.
It is nice to meet you.
It is nice to meet you. I am Zanny.
I am Lyre.
Hello. I don't get to see many people like me very much.
Nor do I. Not outside the walls, anyway.
You come from a wall city.
𝘏𝘏𝘭𝘮, to the south.
What's it like?
It has its good and its bad.
Okay.
Very sheltered.
I don't like walls.
I've learned I don't either.
I sleep in a tree.
That I am yet to do.
You should try it. It is really cool. I can make a hammock for you, and then you can try sleeping in a tree. Because if you tried to sleep in a tree without a tail, you would fall out and die.
I would not stand a chance. No.
No, you're very squishy.
Yeah.
She just seems excited to talk to someone else like her. And she's kind of squiggling around in her seat. Seems like she's got a lot of energy. So you come from a walled city, and I've never been to one.
Mm-hmm.
I've never been to a city at all.
Funnily enough, I've only been to one.
Was it really cool?
No.
Oh.
There was...
But what? Was there lots of walls?
Were there lots of walls and...
𝘏𝘪𝘨 is just all walls.
Yeah.
It's just like houses upon houses.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's just corridors.
𝘏𝘪𝘨 was... claustrophobic, is the word.
They don't like claws?
No, they damaged the walls they have there.
Oh. I don't have claws, so they wouldn't be scared of me.
I have talons, so...
That's something I don't get. I have these. And she draws up these fucking nasty looking daggers. Like, they have, like, serrated, curved edges across one end. She's like, I have these. They're like my fangs.
I'm more, magic rather than dangerous daggers.
I don't have any magic.
I didn't either.
You want to teach me how to get magic?
It can be infuriating.
Oh, don't worry. So is Kaiden.
I know.
Yeah.
You are a breath of fresh air.
And she just smiles at you. She's just a fucking ray of sunshine. Just having a nice old time. You know, I was left here, so I never got to grow up in the walls. Maybe I would have liked walls if I grew up around them.
Do you know where your home was?
Nope. Apparently my mama and my papa left me at the doorway, like over there. And then I grew up here instead.
Well, you're a lot happier than many of the people in 𝘏𝘏𝘭𝘮. So
That is because 𝘏𝘪𝘮 is really kind to me when I go hunting, because I'm really fucking good at hunting.
I'm glad.
See? And she pulls the dagger up again. Oh, do you not like them? Okay, I put them away. Sorry.
You're fine. But
She's just smiling at you. Just like,
But if you set me up a hammock, I will come find it.
I'm going to go do that now. And then she just like fucks off. She can move at a pace. This woman is fast. That tail moves seamlessly across the grass. You just watch her effortlessly climb up a tree. And she's gone.
Wow.
Zanny is a lot.
She seems kind.
She is. She's our lead hunter.
I can see why.
Most of our scouts can't keep up with her.
I can see why.
It's good to know you're making friends already. Then again, I don't think it's easy to get on her bad side. after a little while, you see Baylor's come back out with a pot holding. She's got a very thick glove on one hand. She's got this pot and a couple of very chipped teacups. And she's like, I don't have a table that's not covered in shite, so we're gonna sit outside. How's that?
That's fine. And Sinza kind of like very carefully takes the teacups, hands one to Kaiden, and then just kind of holds it in her little hands.
And she pours you out this mixture. It smells very herbal, a bit fruity. It's nice. It's got a bit of honey in it. It's quite pleasant. And she just kind of plops herself down on the floor. She seems to have tried to wipe some of the soot off because she now has these black streaks across her face and in her beard. But she seems happy enough.
Baylor.
Hello, darling.
Hi. You mentioned you liked the gold on my horns. Kaiden mentioned he'd seen something similar before. You seen anything like it?
She frowns and then looks at Kaiden. Aye. How was Iris when you met her? Was she nice to you? Was she pleasant? Yeah, you.
Yeah, she was a bit tense at first, but she was fine. Why?
I wonder if she doesn't recognize you.
Why would she recognize me?
I've seen that jewelry before. She wears it. She said that her girlfriend gave it to her.
This is really awkward. Can I soul search, please, Toby?
Roll me a history check, disadvantage.
Can I take a fucking second here?
At disadvantage? Oh, wait, it might be good. History. I think I have a +0 to history because that's just fucking funny. It's 12.
Silvery Bobs.
It's 12.
You actually use
Really?
No.
You dick.
You bastard. You kind of close your eyes and focus, and you're met with the Everdark. You don't remember. You don't have any memory of her. To you, she's a new person.
Kind of cool, chill washes over Sinza. She can't just like shake it off. I feel kind of bad.
Do you not recognize her? Was she, were you two...
Sinza, are you fucking my sister?
I don't know, Kaiden. You're such a fucking dick.
Okay,
if I remembered, I think you mentioning her name to me, I would have remembered. Kaiden, this isn't something I know.
So that's like a one-night stand kind of situation. Oh, that's a bit rough. Okay.
She called her a girlfriend. Damn.
Was it like, I mean, if you don't remember, surely it wasn't like a prolonged thing, right? Because Iris would have said something. Kaiden would have recognized you, right?
I don't know. I mean, they look familiar when I met them.
Then, yeah, Kaiden's stupid. So, sorry, darling, you are a wee bit. But I'm not surprised that Kaiden didn't put the fucking pieces together. Okay, that's gonna make things a wee bit interesting.
Since going through like the stages of grief right now, she's trying to find in her mind any resemblance, and she's like looking frantically for like anything.
Across the camp,
Oh no.
you kind of look up from your tea, and you look at Iris, and you're kind of taking her in. She's talking with a short, strangely coloured person? Question mark. They've got 4 arms. Interestingly, that they are like writing something with one set of the arms, and then like kind of doing something else with the others. They are blue and black in coloration, with these mandibles across the sides of their face, and a set of 6 eyes that sit across their features, all pitch black, kind of staring, chattering away. They're very unemotive. It seems that they're not really capable of that because of the hard chitin across their features. It makes it hard to emote. But as you're watching Zanny talk to them, you're kind of frowning. You can see under one ear she's wearing a piece of your jewelry as an earring.
Fuck.
You can make me an intelligence check.
If I can,
Sinza.
yes, please. Thank you. Where the fuck? Oh. Natural 20.
Good shit.
You realise you probably look kind of different. That this was pre-Targan. This was pre-losing your brother. This would have been over a decade ago. So maybe if you had changed appearance in some fashion in that lake, she doesn't recognise you.
Kaiden would have been quite young.
Were you a human?
I don't know.
Were you a boar?
I don't know.
Given that your brother was also Elenian, it's unlikely,
Yeah.
but you may not look the same as you did.
Yeah. Since it kind of reaches up to like a part of like the gold jewelry on her horn, just kind of like touches it for some form of comfort. I think she's just kind of staring at her. I don't think she means to, but she probably stares for a little bit too long. She's trying to find that connection, that feeling that she's lost. Like this, she's mourning people she doesn't remember.
Baylor's watching you, and then looking at Kaiden like, she's your friend, fucking say something.
I already are. Look, I don't know what to say. She's fucking my sister. I don't know what to say to that.
Sinza, darling, do you remember how old you are?
Kaiden, can you read my teeth?
Oh yeah. Just open up.
What the fuck?
Read the teeth.
You're fucking weird, all of you.
Look, I wish I could tell you. I think I'm in my mid-20s.
No, you're older than that.
Grandma.
My memory's kind of spotty.
Kaiden, roll me a, let's go nature. Let's go nature check.
Count them teeth, buddy.
Do I get advantage or not?
Nah, just flat.
Okay, just standard. Cool.
Yeah, fuck you.
Cool. 3.
Is it a 1?
3.
Smarten up, please, Kaiden. I give Kaiden my inspiration.
Okay, Kaiden, roll again.
Please. 8.
Such a
dick.
Hey, so you're looking at Sinza's teeth, trying to figure out how old she is, and something you notice, the only thing you notice, you're not able to determine her age from her teeth, but you are able to determine that her tusks are very new compared to the rest of her teeth.
Okay.
They're almost
I'll
like baby
point
teeth.
that out. The tusks are kind of new. Oh, there's also still a bit of dire wolf meat. Let me.
How old am I?
I'm not sure, but the tusken fangs are like kind of new. They look like baby teeth.
I mean, I'd say based on your horn size, you'd be somewhere in your 30s.
Like mid-30s? Late 30s?
Maybe. I'd say probably mid-30s. I wouldn't be able to give you an exact number. I've seen types like you who are in their like 60s with horns so big they have to get them shaved down.
Really?
Hey.
Since it kind of just reaches up and just runs her hands along her horns and then just holds the ends for maybe a little bit too long.
So you got
What?
bad memory.
Yeah.
It's like a magic thing that I don't understand, Kaiden.
Oh, I hope not, but it might be.
Okay. You're really helpful, dear.
I don't know. I'm not good with magic. You know, I have performance issues with magic.
Maybe Arvi could take a look at you. Maybe Arvi could figure out what's going on with you. He's smart. He's got magic.
Yeah, Arvi's smart. He's got magic.
Shocking. Like my...
Shocking. So,
like, help with my memory, or?
Well, maybe. I mean, there's like rumors I know of trinkets and things like that. There's like that historical. What's that book called? She's kind of frowning.
Bagman?
No.
Oh.
Like the kids' book? No. Oh.
Kids' book?
No. There was a champion. The champion of 𝘏𝘪𝘧𝘢𝘪, god of the hunt. He had his memory wiped with magic. It was a magical trinket that changed his memory, that made him think that something had happened when it hadn't. I don't know the whole shebang. Maybe it's something you could find out, it being a city folk and all that. There's probably something in a library or whatever you call them.
My brother, his goddess or god was a son of the goddess of the hunt. Am I correct?
Yes, indeed. 𝘍𝘪, the warrior god.
Shit. Yeah, I mean, maybe knock something loose. I haven't had a lot of success in the past, so.
Oh, we'll figure something out. Don't worry about it. Do you want another cup of tea?
Yes, please.
What's another cup? Iris and Arvi make their way over. And you see now in full Technicolor this arachnid Elenian with 4 arms, 6 eyes, blue and black coloration, dressed in green robes, with a similar looking kind of woven wand in one hand, and the other 3 idling themselves. One of them's going through his components pouch, one of them is holding a book, and one of them is writing in the book. He is very much constantly doing things. And kind of looks in your direction, looks at Kaiden and frowns. As much as he can frown. He doesn't really express himself much. You watch as his kind of eyes like blink. This kind of film blinks over them. He doesn't actually blink. It's just kind of this pale white film that blinks over his eyes. And he's looking at Kaiden.
You must be asshole. Sorry, I'm trying to catch up.
No, that's someone else. Did not say that. Sinza.
You're calling me an asshole now.
No, I didn't. We don't get on, but I'm not.
Like
I'm not calling you an asshole.
5 years, and then you come back, and the first thing you say to me is asshole.
I may have got
You were
confused.
putting words in my mouth.
I'm so sorry. I'm.
RV, thank you. RV saged you. He's kind of now looking at Sinza like, I don't like you either. And you can see the little mandibles on the side of his face are like wiggling. It's like, okay. Yeah, Iris, what did you want me to do again? And he's like, look, I need you to take a look at the Asmoth. And Ymir is just kind of like, huh? Looks in his direction. What about them? War. Oh. Oh, okay. And they kind of take a step back from Ymir. Okay, alright. It's fine. I've dealt with this before. I can do this. I don't have the ingredients. What do you mean you don't have the ingredients? I don't have the ingredients. Okay. What do you need? Maybe we can ask Kaiden to go get them. Kaiden's stupid. Kaiden's not going to be able to fucking find them.
I can hear you. I've got ears.
Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. I don't care. He just kind of turns back to Ivy. What, do you want me to send Kaiden to get them? Yes. Okay, yes, I do. I do want you to send him to go get them. And he heads over to Kaiden. He's like, right, time to clean your fucking ears out. I need you to find something for me, okay? How's that sound?
Yes, that's fine.
Ooh, great. Okay. So I need you to find red cassia. Do you know what that is?
Yes.
Okay. Some thunder mallows. Do you know what they are? Okay.
I've got them before.
And a kiss of order.
Yes.
Okay. Go. Leave. And Iris is like, Arvi, could you just be nice for 5 fucking minutes, please? Okay. Iris takes a seat with you and encourages Lyre and Ymir to come and sit with 𝘏𝘮 and the rest of the crew. Some of these are going to be difficult to find. We're having a bit of a problem at the moment. But that's something maybe we can talk about a bit later. So the three items are used for a potion of a counter charm that will, it won't get rid of the warp, but it will make it more dormant. It's not going to spread. It will make it a lot less contagious.
Is this something that needs to be taken again and again and again throughout their life?
No, just once.
Okay.
There is a possibility that if she triggers it, it will get worse and she will have to take it again. But we can make a couple of doses, maybe, if you find enough of it. The red cassia, I know, is currently in an area that we have a problem with some were creatures. So if you're willing to go and find them, then great. Thunder mallows only...
Were creatures? Sorry?
Mostly bears. We have a bear problem at the moment. There are a lot of bears, but they're people. But they're bears. You know, do you want to... Yeah, like that.
Yeah.
Thunder mallows only grow around paralytic alchemical substance, so you'll find them in a ghoul hive. There's a couple across the Draui. There's one that's kind of started to sprout. Maybe you'll find some there. And a kiss of order. She looks at Arvi. Arvi kind of smiles as much as he can.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like, you're going to have to talk to the Voiceless Grove. Do you think you'd be able to do that?
The who?
They're another grove in the Draui Grain, but they're a little odd.
We'll fit right in.
I don't think you will, my friend. They worship a fae, whose one of their children was dispatched. And when a Druiar, I believe they're called, when a Druiar dies, when they are left in a place, their body becomes a new domain of that fae. And they live in that domain. They're a little strange because their fae is a little strange. But I know that they have kisses of order. And we need quite a few of them. We haven't seen them growing wild for quite some time.
And you plan to make this potion?
Arvi and I will work on it together.
Can you teach me?
We can try.
I'm a quick study.
I can tell. Your book is large, and that implies that you know quite a bit. Do you know how to use alchemical equipment?
No, I haven't studied alchemy at all.
Okay. With a bit of time, we could teach you.
Okay.
But we need those ingredients first. Would you... She looks at Kaiden. Would you be willing to find them?
Yeah. I can go find them.
So, Red Cassia,
Mhm.
Thunder Mallows, and Kiss of Order.
And Kiss of Order.
Whatever route you would to take, I don't care. Just so long as you get them back in one piece, preferably. A red cassia is like a red bell-shaped flower. It tends to grow in the presence of strong transmutation magic, or where blood is spilled.
Okay.
You might find other things there, but I'd suggest you just stick to that. Thunder mallows are paralytic poisons, because ghouls are paralytic. It makes sense that they grow quite a lot around there. They act as the stasis. They will effectively put a lock on the warp to stop it getting worse. Silk chicory, which is also known as kisses of order, are often associated with Deltan. And the Voiceless Grove tend to have a thing about order. I'm not surprised that they grow there. They're white leaves that grow on bushes or trees that don't seem to ever decay.
Okay.
And they seem to suck the color out of everything they touch, those fucking people. And she seems quite distasteful towards the Voiceless Grove, as if she doesn't like talking about them. If you need to rest first, please do. And you can head out in the morning. But now we have an understanding of what we're working with. This is a very, very mild case of warp. So we can tackle it before it gets worse.
Good.
I hope that is helpful for you.
This is helping us a lot. Thank you.
Sinza, make me a perception check.
Sinza is looking away.
She's staring you up and down, girl. Banging Kaiden's sister. Oh my god.
22. You can feel Iris looking at you intermittently.
Sinza's trying not to, but I think she's meeting her halfway in those kind of glances. Not when she's looking, but she's looking as well. She's trying to find the familiarity.
What did you say your name was again?
Sinza.
Okay. You've been here before.
I wish I could confirm that, but I'm sorry.
You don't recognize me, do you? You look different.
I'm sorry. I don't know you.
And for a moment, Kaiden, this is your sister. You see her kind of purse her lips. She swallows. And she starts repeatedly blinking as if she's trying not to cry. Okay. Make yourselves at home. She's now just kind of looking at the floor. I will tend to Mother. If you can seek those ingredients when you can, that would be great. And Iris just kind of stands up and heads off.
I don't think I've ever seen her stammer so much.
All that confidence she had when you walked in is gone.
Sinza kind of puts her face in her hands a little bit. This is maybe one of the second or third times that she's had this happen to her where someone recognizes her, but she doesn't recognize them. So she's not feeling great.
With that, I'm going to end our session.
Yay!
Yippee. Thank you for coming. We'll be recording sometime next week. And hopefully things will still be going live on Thursday, same time next week. So see you then. Bye-bye.
Deuces!